Hey, good morning. It's Mike Shunke with Berkshire Hathaway Homes and Shift One Properties, somewhere near the Mexican border. So we are going live a little bit early here because I don't know what's going to happen up here. But yeah, heading down for the weekend, and I just want to check in, give you a real estate market update for Arizona. Still some inventory issues. Let's see, I checked at 3 o'clock this morning. Maricopa County was down 72. Scottsdale was down 28 single-family detached homes active on the market. You know, we are about 50% more than last year, but still, that's the 6th-week drop in inventory. So, you know, there's still an issue. We're working with a couple buyers, and if the house is real nice, if it's perfect, it sells quick. We just actually last week we were bidding on a property in Mesa, $800,000, and multiple offers, cash, waiving appraisal. It was very nice house, very nice done, all remodeled, but about $100 a square foot more than the rest of the neighborhood. So if it's nice, it sells, and it's interesting. I'm getting calls this week still, you know, Mike, can you get me out of this? Something that they were sold or bought a year or two ago, and as a rental property or investment property, didn't pan out the way they expected, commercial and residential. So we're working on a couple things, you know. We do our best to get them out of it if they want to, but, you know, sometimes, what?
You didn't put them there.
We didn't put them there, that's right. So that's what we do, we find solutions. Anyway, going into summer here in Scottsdale, transitioning, you know, over 100 degrees, gets a little bit slower, not as much as in the past years. So historically, the luxury market especially has dropped a little bit these next few months. So we're seeing some price cuts on some tired listings. You know, I hate to, a lot of agents took listings just to get listings because inventory, and why would you move if you're in a good mortgage rate? What did I read? 80% of properties are owned by people that were born before 1980, 1965 to 1980. They're comfortable. They either have a low mortgage rate or it's paid off, and they don't need to sell, so why would they? So it's funny, number of transactions is down. Actually, May they were up a little bit better than April, but they were down from last year. So really, if you look at the charts, we're kind of like 2014, 2015. A lot of agents jumped in the market the last few years, so they've never seen this. You got to work a little bit harder. You can't just put a sign in the front yard and sell a property. You got to pick up the phone, make the calls, and, you know, we're around. We've been through this market, so we know what to expect. And, you know, there's always going to be buyers and sellers. So Chandler, hot, number one, said it on a Crawford report this week. Fountain Hills jumped up to number 2, so that was interesting. Be careful, I'm hearing more and more fraud. There's properties listed on Zillow and Redfin that don't exist. They're not really for sale. There was an article in the Arizona Republic. Somebody saw their property listed, never expected. Vacant homes, vacant lots, vacant commercial properties even. Keep an eye on your asset. So just check in once in a while, make sure somebody isn't trying to sell it fraudulently. Getting into commercial, Phoenix population is expected 31% growth in the next 10 years. Moving more towards the Northwest Valley and the Southwest Valley. Up in the Northwest, Microsoft purchased 300 acres. They're building a data center in El Mirage, out by Loop 303 West. AMCO has a $2 billion project up near Northwest Valley. Peoria area, Buckeye approved $125 million retail center off I-10. Kind of out by where that lot we have for sale. So it's just expanding. Companies coming, people moving to the area. There's plenty of water underneath the ground in Arizona. So take that, do with that what you want. So anyway, you know, office space. We've seen a pickup this past few weeks. People are putting in zoning applications. We're seeing conversions. Maybe an old building that was an office building, they're moving it towards industrial. So people are getting creative about what they're doing with commercial properties. Land, still tough. You know, it's builders bought up a lot of land. They're sitting on a lot of land inventory. Buildings got expensive. You know, we work with some developers, and the numbers just don't pencil out. So we'll see. It's, you know, land developers like to bank land, so they sit on it. Who said it? They're not making more any more land. So it's always a good asset to hold. Economy. We had a big, highly anticipated jobs report this morning. Stronger than expected. You know, Canada and the ECB, they both cut interest rates by 25 basis points this week. The U.S. has always been kind of a leader in the global economic thing. No reason to follow Canada, no reason to follow Europe. Their economies are a little bit different, even though we have to take that into account, the global economy. But listening to, what's his name? David Zevos Jeffries, he was talking about this is just a weird economic market. Can you really believe the numbers that are coming out? You know, bonds jumped this morning. They were rate trading about 4.3. They went up to 4.4, about 10 basis points up. Still 10 basis points down from earlier in the week because everybody's expecting the rate to cut. But I keep hearing, as I've said before, anybody who says rates are going to cut, it's if, when, maybe, I hope. It's not stick to facts. And there's really no reason for the Fed to cut rates. You know, it's people are working. I don't know. But anyway, David Zevos of Jeffries, he said this is weird. Think of it this way. You have a pool of money to invest. Investors do. Normally they buy bonds or they buy stocks. Just complete generalization. Well, so they move in opposite direction. Bond prices down, interest rates up. Bond prices up, interest rates down. They've historically, stocks and bonds have always moved in opposite directions. Well, the past couple of years, they've been moving what's called beta. They've been moving in the same direction. And things are weird with the economy. The indicators are moving differently. We've got this GameStop guy. I don't even know what to think about that. Good for him if he's going to make $1 billion today, but just, you know, the markets do not move like they economically should. So anybody who says they can predict rates going up or down doesn't know what they're talking about. And that leads me to, I was in a webinar the other day with a real estate webinar, and it's funny, it's like the old telephone game. They were just parroting. I listen to a lot of financial news, and you know, it's like the telephone game. These realtors that have no financial background, they're parroting what they've heard some other real estate guru say, and then who heard it from some other real estate guru say, and it's almost right. It's almost what the financial or the economic advisor said, but it's not quite right, and they get the message wrong. So pay attention to who you're listening to, what's their source, and what's their agenda. So, you know, again, just pay attention to what's going on out there. And, you know, if you need to buy or sell and the numbers work for you, that's great. Do what you got to do. So anyway, we're heading down. A friend just finished building a house down by Rocky Point, so we're going to visit them for the weekend. Little business, little play. So I've never been, so I don't know what to expect, but should be fun. It's a good group of people down there. So have a great day. Be smart. Be safe. Give us a call. Phone and everything. I have my laptop with me. I've got some contracts to work on while we're down there, and have a couple meetings set up. So give me a call. We're here to help. If you have questions, you want to buy, sell, anything, give us a shout. And we'll talk to you soon. If we can, we'll check in. Maybe we'll check out the market down there, see what's going on. Like I said, our friends just finished building a house down there. They got a pretty good deal. It's a Mexico land lease, but they got a beautiful house on the ocean. So anyway, have a great day. Be smart, be safe, and thanks for watching. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.